Crocodiles of Novgorod is not only legends and stories that mention enigmatic monsters. There are other sources that mention truly extraordinary creatures. Whoever opens the 30th volume of the collection of Russian chronicles will find an amazing note, dating back to 1582, that summer crocodiles came out of the well and frightened people. They prayed to God to save them from trouble. Some managed to hide, but others were killed by monsters. Were these crocodiles that came out of the well and pounced on people? This event did not happen in distant Africa, but near the city of Novgorod. Is it possible that the chronicle exaggerated to some extent? However, the notes of an agent of an English trading company named Jerome Garcy support the strange testimony. In 1589, the Briton traveled to Russia several times. On the way east to Poland, he witnessed an unprecedented event. The following note was preserved in his diary. I left Warsaw in the evening, crossed a river, on the bank of which lay a dead poisonous crocodile. The people around me pierced its stomach with spears. As a result of this, such a smell spread that I was poisoned and was hospitalized in a nearby village hospital, where I found compassion and Christian help, so that I recovered quite quickly. From official documents, it follows that, at present, the international community of cryptozoologists unites about 50 researchers from 20 countries. Based on legends and myths, they are engaged in the search for enigmatic animals and the study of incomprehensible phenomena in living nature. For them, this is not a run for the sensational, but a serious scientific activity. The road was strewn with many failures, but also with quite a few victories. One of them is the famous story of a snail that weighed half a kilogram. Researchers learned about it from the stories of blacks in Central Africa, where they also found several gigantic shells. A living specimen was discovered quite by chance amongst some logs transported to Marseille. The giant snail was triumphantly paraded through Paris, Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, Berlin, and London. Among the corals of the Great Reef in Australia, cryptozoologists recently caught 8 new types of exotic fish, the existence of which no one knew anything about. A 120-centimeter lizard, the ancestor of the Asian monitor lizard, was caught in the sands of Arabia. Mentioned in the oldest Arab legends, this lizard has been relentlessly sought for 25 years. The giant mollusk is invoked whenever someone argues that cryptozoology is useless. These strange animals that haunt the depths of the oceans can reach impressive sizes. Recent estimates show that a giant octopus can reach 20 to 22 meters. Although no adult specimen has been seen alive, researchers, who some time ago ridiculed the testimonies of those who had encountered such monsters, have captured several young specimens near New Zealand. The scientists' plans include introducing such young specimens into huge aquariums and studying their growth process. Recently, evidence of the existence of an even more impressive species than the giant octopus has been found. Mesonychoteuthis hamiltoni has been described in detail thanks to the recent discovery of a truly gigantic specimen. Researchers have so far managed to establish that this new species of octopus lives in Antarctic waters and that it can reach truly impressive sizes, much larger than the giant octopus. Encounters with hairy hominids such as the Yeti, Sasquatch, or Nuoi Rung have been mentioned since ancient times. The best-known evidence of the existence of this creature is the famous film by Roger Patterson, dating back to 1967. Hypotheses speak of encounters with extinct species of anthropoid apes. It is assumed that such an animal could be Gigantopithecus blacki, an anthropoid ape that is supposed to have disappeared several 100,000 years ago. The story of the discovery of the mountain gorilla demonstrates that such a species can remain undetected for decades and that popular legends about such creatures can have a real basis. The same is true of the giant panda bear. It took 67 years from the moment Westerners discovered this animal until a specimen was captured. During this time, 12 well-prepared expeditions failed to obtain even a single photograph of a specimen. It took over 20 years to capture a specimen of the parrot from the Congo. Until then, it was known to researchers only from the testimonies and descriptions of locals.